Hello, I'm Robert, voluntary fact checker and helping you if you're scared of many things. And this is covering point by point in short videos some of the things that I'm saying to help people who are scared of what's happening in Iran and show that there's nothing to be scared of there at all. So this is about a very simple point that very few people seem to realize. So Israel has got complete air control of the Iranian airspace. Most people realize that, they don't understand the implications of that. That means that Israel can't fly its own fighter jets over its own capital. And then they worry that Iran is going to start a big war, and it means that also that supposedly Russia and China's people tell me over and over that they are helping or they're going to help Iran. If they're going to help Iran, why do they allow Israel to have complete air control of the Iranian airspace? That makes no sense. Russia and China could easily overcome the Israelis if they could get a presence in the area and send their fighter jets there, or they could sell, if each of those could sell Iran a few dozen fighter jets, that would make it extremely difficult for Israel to take over its air defenses. Neither of them have done that. They're not even considering it. So that's the situation. Instead, Iran's fighter jets, and people ask me, why isn't it, what's Iran doing? Why isn't it fighting back with its fighter jets? What are their jets doing? Well, the situation is that if you've got an old fighter jet like those ones, then they can't see the F-16s with their radar. The F-16s can see them and shoot them out of the sky before they can even see the F-16s. So there's utterly no point in flying these ancient things that Iran has in the sky to try and fight the F-16s. All they can do is just get out of their way as far as possible, hide in caves, and hope they don't get destroyed. That's absolutely all that Iran can do at this point. So that's all I want to explain here, really. That there's and then these things here that all Iran has got is got ballistic missiles, but it's extremely difficult to use its ballistic missiles when it's fighting against a country that's got complete air control. Because that means that the Israeli fighter jets that are flying over Iran, they see them launching a ballistic missile. Some of the Israeli fighters actually destroy the missiles before they get into space. Ballistic missiles have to go into outer space and then come back down again. They can destroy them as they're being launched. They can see where they're being launched from, and they can destroy the launchers before the launchers have time to scoot away and try and go somewhere else, because the Israelis have got complete air control. So this makes it extremely difficult, and Israel has destroyed almost all of the Iranian air launchers by now. They're 24 hours without any strikes back, and it seems that Iran had kept a few ballistic missile launchers that Israel didn't know about because they managed a big strike this morning. But then Israel will see where all those missiles were launched from. They'll fly up to those points and they'll destroy those ballistic missile launchers as well. Without a launcher, you can't launch the ballistic missiles because they need a truck, or even the mobile ballistic missiles need a truck to launch from. So really, at some point, Iran is going to run out of its launchers completely, and then it can't do anything because it can't fly its fighter jets. It's got ballistic missiles, but if it can't get them onto launchers, how can it fire them? A lot of them, and then Israel also is flying over and it can see where it gets its ballistic missiles from and destroy its stockpiles too. So this is a situation of huge overpowering of Israel. It's far stronger than Iran. But it is not going to be able to do something like Gaza Strip because it's 1,000 kilometers away from Iran at its closest. So, and its F-16s, especially if it had refueling support from its allies, then it could do much more. But with just the F-16s, it can't take its biggest bombs and that it's used to such devastating effect in Lebanon and in Gaza Strip. It's very big bombs, it just can't even carry them to Iran because the distance is too far for the F-16s and it hasn't got refueling capacity. So at some point Iran is just going to say, well, I've done enough, they've done enough, and then it'll end. And so that's the situation in Iran, and so that's just the basic thing that so few people seem to understand. They know that uh, Iran has air control over Israel has air control over Iran, they don't understand the implications of this. So this video is to explain the implications and why that shows it's not going to be a war like the Iraq War. It's going to be a war which got a huge overmatch of Israel. Almost nothing that Iran can do, and neither countries can approach each other on the land or by sea. So it's hugely smaller war than the Iran war, than the Iraq war. Sorry, I keep coming out with long words. So I'll add this video to my longer blog post. Do check the other videos. I'll put them into a playlist at some point. And then check the video description and you can find my blog post, which will have the other videos embedded in it and lots more material that can help you if you're scared of what's happening in Iran. And then contact details at the end. If you want to contact me or you want to get involved with our Dome City group on Facebook, then either because you want help or to help others, then do read the end of the blog post, explains all that.